Okay, this is just a quick rundown on the orbital suit for Genesis 3 females. So where it can be found is under people, obviously, um, under your Genesis 3, Genesis 8 female clothes. We want Midnight Stories. And under Midnight Stories you'll find, just a moment, I'll pull this over a bit, you'll find the orbital suit. Now the first off thing you can see is three subsets. Now this is important because I'm going to advise never to load Genesis 8 female and drag the clothes onto it, mainly because this suit relies on limits to stop the head from going through the helmet and various other things like the straps going into the actual suit. So the best thing to do is just use these three presets. Now you're probably gonna and ah, well, why didn't I do a male version? The bottom line is I ran out of time. It took so long to actually do the backpack and all the fixits and morphs and different things that I had to I just ran out of time. So what I did instead was create two, use the male morph. One is a DAS morph, which is an X figure, a cross figure morph for Genesis 8 male, and the other one is the Genesis 8 clone. Now you're going to say, well, the clone's not going to work because the bones, it's only a shape morph. But what I've done is I've auto-fitted the bones into the Genesis 8 shape of it, and so it'll work with all the poses of the Genesis 8 female. So it doesn't matter whether you have the DAS one or the free one, but you'll be able to have a Genesis 8 shape in there. Now, so rightio, we'll just load in. And this is basically what you get. A backpack, it'll have, like, the backpack has plenty of shaping these are all to adjust strap things, and which can be a fair bit. I try to rig this the best I can, and this is basically the best I can do, and that's why I've got limits, like as you'll see, if you lift up the arm, it stops there, and that's just to cut out the the arms going up, and plus the head has limited, it can only bend so far and bend back so far, and that's just to keep the head all inside the helmet. Now you can apply any Genesis 8 female poses to it, and it'll still keep those morphs. I've also included in the pack poses. I've put in like a zero pose for it, and also a zero toe pose, because sometimes toe packs, sometimes some vendors like to actually move the toes on the, and the disadvantage with that, with this suit, is basically if you get the, say, the big toe and bend it up, as you can see, the toe pokes out of it. But if you go back to your zero pose, that just zeroes out all the toes on the object. So if ever that happens, that's what you've got to do. So basically 10 poses with it. These are similar to the astronaut poses. So a lot of them are just like flying poses. There's a few there that are for standing and walking. So basically that's just the that's your poses that come with it. So be mindful of any, if you see any toe poke throughs, hit your zero toe pose and that'll fix it up. Okay, materials. What I will do is make sure you got Genesis 8 female selected. So it comes in six colours, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's the black. This is the black and white. Blue. Orange. Red. And obviously I've got the where are we? I've got each material set for the different ones. Right, so this is your helmet set. Well, you probably think, oh, have a look in your big thumbnails. You get a better look at how the colours actually are. Now I have like several glass poses there. Black, blue, clear, the gold. And also it comes with light presets as well, so now you can turn the top off, and where are we? The bottom off is there, so you can turn them off and on. Also there's a blue, a green, obviously the white, orange, and red. So that's pretty well much the basics of what you get with the pack. It looks good with the space, my new space habitat, and it renders quite well with the nebula's pack as well. So I'll just leave it there at that. I might just a few hints with the mail, what you can and can't do. So we'll just do a quick one of that. What I will say is the cross figure pack will be the best one because it has the bones morph as well as the shape morph with the actual pack. So if you've got that, use that over the clone pack. Now what I've done is I've loaded the Genesis 8 male textures on there by default in the subset. But if you want to add in say Michael 8 textures or some of the other ones, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay, so this is what the male version of it looks like, even though it's the Genesis 3 female one. One thing I will say, I've got a morph with the helmet, which this is where you'll where are we? Shaping. By default it's the helmet loads in like that, but the scale ring will pull it down and show more of the face. So I tend to use that like right fully on, you know, high. It's like it just scales the ring basically up and down, which just raises and lowers the helmet. Now to hide the helmet, obviously you've got to use that morph. Now because you can't see the neck with the helmet on, I've only applied the textures to the actual face. So keep that in mind. If you're gonna, it's the UVs of the male and the female are a bit different. That's why the neck's a little bit, you know, a little bit different. But if you just keep the helmet when you've got the male on, then you're not going to have any problems. You won't tell that the neck's, you know, slightly out. But you can go to your male library and say you want a Darius one or some other texture on top of that. I would just load that up as you normally would. Just make sure you have your top figure selected, and then you'll go to your mail directory, go into your characters. There we go. We'll go Darius, materials, UVs. So that's, you know, that's basically how you get around doing the male one. I usually prefer the lower. So you get 2 in 1, both with the male morph. Unfortunately, you're stuck with just the basic shape for the male. There's no other way. But it was better than doing no effort at all for the male version. So that sort of completes everything that goes with it. I hope you get a lot out of it, and thanks for looking.